They'll start with the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Colts at 11-5 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Richardson looking to throw. A short one there, caught by Granson.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
But right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now Richardson.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 20. On play action, they'll throw.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Juju Brents.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Let's go.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson.
Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they can't bring him down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
And this is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw outside is complete on the diving effort. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
ETN up the middle.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Second and short now following the fumble. ETN once more.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
58 yards.
And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Being chased out left. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
11. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
13, Here we go.
Lawrence will throw.
And It's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Another tote for Etienne.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good.
So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. And that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they'll be looking to correct course here. They had the safety turned in against them last time they had the ball. That was followed by the field goal. So they'll operate from behind now as they start 1st and 10.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Off the option, here's Taylor to about the 35, 2nd down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Now Richardson back to throw it.
Flushed out right.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play action. Now Richardson. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Back to 50, back to
Richardson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On the desk.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Check. Panther.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Ready.
Touchdown!
Alec Pierce
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Lawrence.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it.
His throw incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I learned many a stadium step from my errors.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Got it. Ready?
Here comes third and the length of the football.
79 Broncos.
Now it's Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go now.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Richardson on the bootleg here.
Rolling to his... And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Kylan Granson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Second and 10. Now Lawrence.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to roam.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down and a yard. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Richardson off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they get this one to about the 20-yard line. Giving 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Back to throw. Richardson eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Ready?
Throwing again. Richardson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
60 by 6. Go check. Go check. Hey, check that. Street.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the right hash, this from 33. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The catch is made.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off play action, Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Richardson. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
From 19 yards away.
And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Go. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Okay,
they'll come
ready?
up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Richardson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nash. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That good for 22 and a first down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Go, let's go.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go. 30 left. Red.
ETN is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Richardson out of the shotgun.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he gets it down to the 32. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That's complete to Mooney.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Here we go. Start. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
11.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here we go.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. A handoff for Etienne.
And he loses the football a second time.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Go. Same right. Go. Silver.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
A give running right, ETN. Shifts by at the 15. And he will have a Jaguars first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game